We welcome now Congressman Ryan. Thanks for being here.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Many Democrats, Congressman, are doing a victory lap about this New York 26 special election. There's even been a web ad that's been run that looks a lot like you pushing an elderly woman off of a cliff. And Democrats have simplified their message, saying the Republican plan, your plan, kills Medicare. What is the shortest, clearest response to that from you?
Obamacare kills Medicare as we know it. Obamacare raids $500 billion from Medicare to spend on Obamacare, puts in place a 15-panel board to ration Medicare of unelected bureaucrats. Our budget repeals the rating, gets rid of the rationing board, preserves this program, makes no changes for a person 55 years of age or older, and saves Medicare by reforming it for our generation so that it's solvent. The president's plan does not save Medicare, allows it to go bankrupt, rations the program and raids the program. We get rid of the rationing, we stop the raiding, and we save the program from bankruptcy.
Let's get into some specifics. Here is Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid speaking about your plan, citing CBO stats now being repeated by many other Democrats.
I would ask seniors to pay more for their benefits, for their health care, charging every senior $6,000 more every year in exchange for fewer benefits.
$6,000 more out of pocket every year. Your response?
What that analysis forgot to include was the extra $7,800 a year that go to lower income seniors to cover all of their out-of-pocket costs. What that also forgets to include is that Medicare is going bankrupt. They're measuring any Medicare reform plan like ours against a mythical future, a fiscal fantasy, which is a collapsing system. And what it also forgets to include is the fact that if we don't do something to fix Medicare, the whole thing goes down. It goes bankrupt. And according to CBO, which they said later in the letter, number one, it's going bankrupt in 9 years. Number two, what we are trying to do here is give seniors more choices and have more competition to bring down those prices, and it fails to include any of that analysis.
I didn't hear 7,800 as a number until just now. I mean, the past couple of days.
They literally forgot to put that in the analysis.
Here's another specific charge from Senator Reid about your plan.
It would turn over seniors' health to profit-hungry insurance companies.
Now, Congressman, what makes you believe the market will, in fact, drive down health costs?
A couple of things. Private companies already offer Medicare. Private companies have Medicare Advantage. Private businesses offer prescription drug benefits. Medigap insurance is offered by private health insurance companies. Part A and B is already delivered through private health insurance companies. So if he's concerned about private businesses involved in the Medicare delivery system, then he should be concerned about Medicare as we know it, because that's exactly how the benefit is delivered today. What we're saying is have a system of choice and competition where Medicare sets up a list of competitive plans, guaranteed coverage options that seniors choose from for 54-year-olds and below, and then Medicare subsidizes those plans. It's the same system I have as a congressman. It's the same plan that President Bill Clinton's bipartisan Commission to Save Medicare recommended. This is what we're proposing for 54 and below. By the way, that saves Medicare and prevents it from going bankrupt. Senator Reid seems to be content with the fact that Medicare is going bankrupt because they're offering no plan or solution to solve the problem.
Well, you know the healthcare marketplace is one of the most complicated in the world. Even doctors spend a lot of time trying to figure out what's best for them. Now, if your plan was law, wouldn't it mean that seniors would have to spend an inordinate amount of time going through plans to try to figure out what's best for them in the marketplace?
Seniors have experience with this. The prescription drug benefit works exactly this way. They have a number of plans to pick from. They can choose their plans, leave their plans, and go to another plan if they like a different one. And what happened with the prescription drug benefit? It came in 41% below cost projections. Name me another government program, Brett, that came 41% below cost. Why? Because the seniors are in charge, because they get choice and competition. So Medicare already has experience doing this. Current seniors already have a lot of choices for Medicare Advantage or prescription drugs to pick their benefits. We're simply saying do that, replicate the successes we've had, and do that for the next generation of seniors to save the system so that we can keep the promise and cash flow, the commitment of the current system to the current generation of seniors.
You had a conversation that was caught on camera with former President Bill Clinton this week, and after he had said that he was concerned the Democrats might not move forward, he said to call him. Did you?
We're setting up a call. He's traveling, so he's been a little busy. But what I got out of that little interaction was a display of elder statesmanship. And what he basically said was, Democrats shouldn't use this as just a political weapon. They should fix the problem. He knows the math. He knows Medicare is going bankrupt. And the biggest threat to Medicare is the status quo. And if we want to save this program, which so many people count on, we've got to fix this program. And I think the president was just simply acknowledging that fact.